Good evening. Welcome to Monday's guided meditation session at Vajrayana Institute, and I'm Wai Cheong. So we'll be doing our usual two meditations this evening. The first one will be on calm abiding. Today I thought we can explore a little bit the idea of how we can calm the mind. Quite often when people come to meditation these days, huge number of them are probably looking at ways of how they can calm the distress or the mental reactivities that we encounter when we find ourselves in very stressful situations, when we encounter massive changes in our life. And the word calm in that context is often associated with how can I dull the mind, how can I numb the mind, so that the mind would stop thinking, or I would stop feeling all those nasty, unpleasant feelings or emotions. So calm, the word calm abiding, become associated with downness, downing the mind, make the mind almost as if trying to make the mind as close to sleep as possible without actually falling asleep. Yeah. So we engage in strategies which try to exclude out all the disturbance. But of course, because we're very sensitive to distraction, we might find ourselves. We try to play music. We try to have white noise, or we put on noise cancelling headphone. I mean, none of it is. It's not about being wrong, but it's about. We can see our attempt at shutting out whatever stimulations that we find distressing or distracting. Or the other thing people very commonly do is dimming the lights. Meditate in a room that is very, very dark, very dim. So we do all sorts of different ways in our attempt to calm the system. And sometimes I suspect, I can only speak for myself. In the early days of my meditation practice, I also have this idea of how can I shut out or shut down my senses so that I won't be disturbed, so I won't be distracted, and therefore I will somehow be calm. But this way of approaching it tends to put us in almost like shift to the opposite extreme. So on one hand, we might find ourselves very agitated, very easily distracted, lots and lots of thinking and ruminating, which are very distressing, clearly. But we might unintentionally send our system into the opposite direction, which is we find our body feels very heavy, very dull, very sluggish. The mind is very drowsy, not alert, not aware, not present. Yeah. Of course, because of the huge discrepancy between these two states, we might initially find to be a great relief, to be able to shift from one of agitations and lots of thinking and being very full of different kinds of unpleasant feelings and sensations, to be able to shift to the very opposite is viewed as a relief, which is perfectly fine. I mean, if that's what we are aiming for. However, maybe we can consider yet another option, which is what the term calm abiding really refers to. That instead of going from one extreme to the other extreme, there is something that is not not limited by these two extremes, something quite different from these two extremes of experiences. And of course, it's understandable, this state of calm abiding, which we are working towards, is a very unusual state. It's a state where we are totally physically at ease, not so much, not relaxed in the sense of collapse, but in the sense where there is no unnecessary, no extra kind of tension and tightness. The body feels totally comfortable and at ease to maintaining the posture that we are in physically. That's the physical aspect. And mentally, the mind is actually, strangely enough, the mind is very bright, very radiant, very alert and awake. And yet, at the same time, paradoxically, maybe, if you are not used to this state, completely still and silent. So, and I think that is sometimes quite difficult to wrap our head around, that we can be so radiantly awake and alert and present to the extent that we can hear all these different sounds, some of which are very subtle, and that before you meditate, you are not even aware of it. And we can allow in all these different experiences, the sound, the bodily sensations, sometimes smells, if there are any. We can allow in all these different stimulation. Yeah, at the same time, the mind does not react in the usual way. The mind doesn't go crazy or sort of blah 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 blah. Start the whole series of judgments and commentaries and so on and so forth. The mind can, yet at the same time, remain very still, very present. And that is what we call calm abiding. So today we can maybe keep that in mind, that we are not trying to go from one extreme to the other. Instead, we are trying to bounce off the two different extremes in order to come to a place of balance, a place where the different function of body and mind are actually activated and functioning harmoniously together with one another. Right? So first meditation will be to explore and see whether we can facilitate our body and mind to settle into such a state. We're going to use a simple visualization to help us. I'm going to invite you to visualize a source of light in front of you, in the space in front of you, maybe slightly above, just like the sun, having the sun's ray shining on us, touching us, bringing into our awareness, our system, brightness, as well as a sense of warmth. Brightness and warmth that we associate with comfort, with ease, with relaxation, with feeling more and more settled and calm and at peace. So those are the qualities we try to invoke in this visualization. And then I will guide you to go through the whole body and each part of the body as we become aware of the sensations, to imagine inviting in that light, that warmth, and all the positive associations into our own body, into our own mind, here and now. And see whether that can facilitate a shift in our body and mind, away from the two extremes, and to find our way to come closer to the state of calm abiding. So I invite you to settle into a suitable meditation posture. So like me, you can sit on the chair, or if you're used to, you can sit on the floor in some cross-leg posture. You can also lie down on your back. And let me ring the bell to signal the start of our first meditation. So take a few moments, allow your body some time to get used to the meditation posture, to adjust itself, to find the most comfortable, suitable position to settle into. Take care that your back feels comfortable in this posture, be it sitting or lying down, and that the posture does not introduce unnecessary pain or discomfort. Good to provide a very stable base, the lower part of your body to be stable in order to offer a sense of support to the whole body. Rest the hands and arms on some physical support so that you can transfer the weight of your arms onto that support, and don't feel that you need to continuously tense up the muscles of your shoulders or arms in order to hold them up. Feel free to close your eyes completely if you find that easy. Or if you're used to meditating with your eyes open or half open, then that is also perfectly fine. So let's give our body some time to get used to the posture. And let's reassure our body that resting in this posture, our whole body is actually well supported, well balanced, and safe. And when our body is reassured in this way, given time, it can begin a natural process whereby the body will loosen up, unwind a bit. Our body may realize that there's no need for it to be so tight and tense. And you can let go of some of those unnecessary contractions and tightenings in the different parts of our body. When that happens, we will find that our body can really settle down and be comfortable in this posture. And next, to help us shift gears to fully transition into the meditative states, we can do so with the help of, with the support of visualization. So I invite you, with the power of your imagination, to imagine in your own way that there is a source of light and warmth, just like the sun, right here with you, in the space in front of you, maybe at the level of your forehead or slightly higher. And this source of light is bright and radiant, radiate light, radiate warmth, radiate any other positive qualities that you may like to receive or to enhance. Imagine the light rays from this source shine on all parts of our body. Touching the body with brightness, with radiance, with warmth, and any other textures or experience that we find helpful. And in the light, I invite you to return your attention to your own body, part by part, from the crown downwards. As we attend to the sensations of each part of our body, we are also inviting that part of the body to open, to be receptive, and to receive in the light, the brightness, the warmth from this source, which is really symbolic of a source of goodness, a source of whatever it is that we need for our system to settle down, to be calm, to be able to abide here and now, peacefully and blissfully. So let's start with returning our attention to the crown of the head, the topmost part of our body, as we sense and become aware of sensations here at the crown. Imagine and visualize that light rays falls on the crown, and this energy of light is absorbed into the head, penetrate through the skull, flowing into the brain, calming the activities of our brain. Moving our attention downwards to the face, be aware of sensations at the face, and likewise, imagine receiving more of that brightness and radiance and light and warmth. Imagine those energies somehow miraculously flow, touching, illuminating the face, flow into the muscles, the various structures underneath. And imagine this helps to relax the muscles of the face, relax the muscles of the forehead, the muscles around the eyes, the muscles of the jaw. Let into your own face a different feeling, a feeling of softness, of ease and comfort. Moving downwards, the attention come back and be in touch with sensations at the throat, at the neck, the muscles of the neck. Be aware of sensations here. And once again, imagine receiving more of that light and brightness and warmth from the source, allowing this to shine on the throat, the neck, and are absorbed by the cells, the tissues in this part of the body. Moving further down to the shoulders, be aware of the sensations at both shoulders. Shoulders and neck are some of the common regions where a lot of us may store quite a bit of tension and tightness and discomfort. So with our attention at the shoulders, see if we can acknowledge any unpleasant feelings or sensations that might still be here. Let our attention travel down both arms at the same time. Imagine as we become aware of sensations in the arms. Likewise, we are also receiving more of that light and warmth, allowing that positive energy along with all the positive associations to flow into the arms, somehow touch the skin, the muscles, the bones, the joints, and also illuminate the spaces between them. Let attention travel arms, be aware of sensations at the upper arms, sensation at the elbows. Feel free to move at your own pace. You don't have to follow my pacing. Sensations at the forearms, sensation in the hands, the back of the hands, the palms, sensation in the fingers, all the way to the fingertips. As we fill up both arms and hands with light and warmth and so forth, see if we can give permission to really rest the weight of both arms comfortably on their support. Coming back to the chest, as we attend to sensations at the chest, likewise we also welcome more of that light and brightness and warmth, allowing it to fill up the whole of chest cavity, penetrating into the lungs, the heart, the muscles, the bones. As we imagine and visualize the light, the brightness, the radiance, see if we can make use of this to brighten the mind, to keep the mind alert, awake, present, resisting, or simply facilitating the shift of our attention, our awareness away from sleepiness, from drowsiness, from downness. Moving further down, be aware of sensations at the abdomen. Imagine receiving more of that light, the brightness and radiance and warmth. Awaken positive associations, past memories we may have, They are positive, uplifting memories of happiness, of joy, of ease and relaxation. Allow attention to travel further down to the pelvis. And likewise, as we are in touch with sensations here, to imagine receiving more of that brightness and radiance and warmth. Here at the pelvis, as we become aware of it, we will notice the weight of the pelvis and the upper body resting on the seat. The pelvis is where powerful muscles gathered. So see if we can, in this meditation, give permission, allow our pelvis to rest and settle comfortably on the seat, on the support. Moving down both legs, allow more light and warmth to shine on both legs, starting from the hips. Not to worry if you cannot locate them precisely. Simply imagine or just tell yourself the light penetrate into both hips and down the upper legs, to the knees, to the lower legs, the ankles, eventually arriving at both feet with our attention. Likewise, imagine receiving the brightness, the radiance and warmth into one's own feet. So now that we have traveled with our attention and visualization from crown to feet, let's rest our body in this posture. Allow it to continue to settle down, to unwind, to loosen up, to let go of more and more of those unnecessary tightenings and tensions. Imagine the entire body is somehow filled and illuminated by light. Rest our mind, our awareness in this moment, here and now, with the body, with the bodily sensations, with the visualizations of a source of light shining forth, sending light, brightness, and warmth continuously into the body. Just like when we are on a nice day, we're out, maybe lying on a grass patch, enjoying the sun, the brightness, the warmth. Likewise, we rest our mind here and now, present in this moment. Be aware of bodily sensations, breath sensations. Be aware of the visualizations of light and warmth. And by resting our attention on these various objects, let go of thoughts about other things, other matters, other concerns. Allow those to fade away. Coming back to this moment, if we find that our attention is drawn elsewhere, caught up in thinking, which is totally normal, or we find that our mind has become quite dark and dull and not so sensitive, not so alert and awake. In either way, invite your attention to come back here and now, reconnect with the body, reconnect with the visualization of brightness, of light and radiance and warmth, and continue resting your attention here and now, alongside with the bodily sensations, alongside with the visualization of receiving more light, more warmth. Okay, so that is the first meditation on calm abiding, where we try to make a distinction between what is the state of calm abiding like, and what are the two extremes that we try to avoid or we try to get ourselves out of. One is the agitation, distraction. You think of it as a lot more, too much energy, and scattered energy, agitated energy for the mind and body. And the other extreme is too little energy, too low in energy level. There's not enough brightness, not enough alertness and lightness also as well. And the second meditation, for the last few weeks, I've been touching on mindfulness practice. Mindfulness practice in relation to this particular acronym, RAIN, R-A-I-N, recognize, acknowledge, inquire, and nurture. And through we have done quite a few mindfulness meditation, nurturing different aspects of different qualities. So this session and subsequent one, I thought we can move on to work on other just as important qualities of the mind and heart that contribute to our happiness and our well-being. There is a classic set of 4 in the Buddhist context, sometimes called the Brahma Vihara in Sanskrit or Pali, sometimes translated as the sublime abiding of the hearts. So the 4 are the qualities of loving kindness, compassion, appreciative joy, and equanimity. So I thought we're going to spend some time in the coming sessions just working on these 4 of them and nurturing them. And through such meditation, we can also see that sometimes by cultivating and nurturing one of these heartfelt qualities, they also contribute greatly to help us to find that balance of body and mind, help us to set aside whatever it is that agitating us or whatever it is that is really bothering and disturbing us. And on the other hand, sort of protect us and prevent us from losing too much of that energy, numbing our hearts, shutting down, withdrawing as a way of protecting ourselves. So we can actually stay open, receptive, and present, and yet at the same time do not have to fear that we will be too overwhelmed by our reactions, our thoughts, our emotions. Yeah. So loving kindness is how we normally start in this set of 4. It is a wonderful quality to try to get in touch with, because we already have this quality of kindness, of loving kindness within ourselves. Loving kindness in this context is quite often defined as the wish or intention for oneself and others to be happy, to find happiness, as well as the causes of happiness. So it's a genuine, heartfelt kind of intention or wish, wishing oneself to be happy and to be equipped with the causes and conditions of happiness, and likewise extending it beyond oneself to others and wishing others to be happy, to be at ease, and to be equipped with all that they need, the conditions for them to be happy and satisfied. Yeah. And the way to cultivate loving kindness, there are many different variations. I almost inevitably use just one, which is by repeating a set of what I call stop phrases that best convey how I think and understand loving kindness. So the words that I'm repeating slowly and mindfully become a support for my attention. And the words are my way of trying to trigger and trying to encourage and bring forth the natural, heartfelt quality of loving kindness. So, and all I need to do is just choose a suitable set of phrases and then just repeat them. But as I repeat each phrase, I try to stay connected with the meaning behind the words, the intention behind the words, and to try to say them sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And not to worry so much about the feeling aspects, because when the conditions are right, our heart will open and will respond, and the corresponding feelings will arise. We find that there's a shift in both body and mind as the loving kindness is being activated. So we start the usual way. We start by radiating loving kindness, offering those phrases towards oneself, sincerely wishing ourselves to find happiness and the causes of happiness. And then I invite you to extend it to different people around in your life. Maybe today we can try, instead of spending a lot of time on just one person, just sort of ration out, just maybe spend a very short time, like maybe 5 or 7 repetition slowly for each person, and then moving on to another's. So in this way, we can cover more people in our life, our families, our friends, our loved ones, and also others that we are concerned about. And in this way, we try to broaden the scope of our loving kindness. Okay, so let's do a meditation on that. So I invite you to once again settle back in meditation posture. So just as we have done previously, we give our body some time to adjust, to settle back into the meditation posture and to feel comfortable and at ease in this posture. We take care that the back, the spine is upright if you are sitting, and straight if you are lying down, but in a natural position that allows us to breathe freely and easily. We let into our awareness different sensations coming through at the points of contact between our body and our seats, our body and the ground. See if we can highlight sensations associated with a sense of stability, solidity, and firmness. And we try to reassure our body, resting on the support in such a posture. Our whole body is well supported and well balanced in the posture. Therefore, it is safe. When the body feels at ease, safe, free from danger, it will automatically readjust itself. It can loosen up and unwind, letting go of some of those unnecessary contractions and tightenings. In so doing, you can really settle back and settle down into the meditation posture. We take a few minutes at the beginning of the meditation just to help body and mind to adjust, to shift gears, to settle back into the meditative states. It might be helpful to do so with the help of the breath. Breathing in and out, see if we can become aware of the simple sensations associated with the breath, breathing. Allowing ourselves to fully experience the in-breath and the out-breath. And each time when we notice a natural out-breath, we can make use of that opportunity to deepen the sense of release, to facilitate the letting go of unnecessary physical tensions, or to set aside mental agitation. So breathing out, we can remind ourselves with a simple word or mantra, release. Coming back to the breath, releasing on the out breath. A good place really to trigger the changes is actually with our face. So often we unconsciously tense up the muscles of the face, which in so doing embodied a part of that tension and the stress and our reactions towards them. So as we breathe out, as we say the word release, see if we can persuade our face, the muscles of our face to relax, to welcome in a different feeling, one of softness, of ease and comfort into our own face. And then we shift our attention, set aside the breath for the time being, and we select a few simple phrases that best convey how we understand the meaning of loving kindness. And we want to express this quality of loving kindness, loving concern and care through words. So you may want to start with my usual stock phrases and just change the wordings as you go, add or subtract, and see, and come up with your own set of phrases. May I live in safety? May I be happy? May I be healthy? May I live with ease? May I live in safety? So offering safety to oneself, which I think is an important condition for happiness. May I live in safety. May I be healthy. May I be happy. Offering myself mental happiness, cheerfulness, joyfulness, lightness of mind and heart. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with physical well-being, free from anxiety over ill health. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. May my day-to-day life flow smoothly, easily, without obstacles, without obstructions. May I live with ease. May I live in safety. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. So coming back to the phrases, and especially if we find our minds distracted elsewhere, not to worry, and see if we can be kind to ourselves, to our own body and mind. Invite our attention to come back here and now, reconnect with the intention behind the words and start again. May I live in safety, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I live with ease. We try to say the words sincerely from the bottom of our heart and really mean what we say. Not to worry about the feelings. We allow the heart time to respond and to come forth whatever feelings that are appropriate. Again and again, we reconnect with the words, the intention behind the words, and offer loving kindness. May I live in safety. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Coming back to the phrases of loving kindness, see if we can say each line slowly, mindfully, sincerely, and really mean what we say. As we offer each phrase, think of it as a gesture, extending loving concern and kindness, in this case towards oneself. May I live in safety. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. And then whenever we feel ready, we can shift the focus of our loving kindness from oneself to others. And in today's meditation, I recommend that you try to do it in such a way that we spend a shorter but quality time with each person that we bring to mind. We repeat the phrases just a few times, extending loving kindness to this person, expressing our natural sense of care and concern towards them, and then move on. Move on to the next person. In each case, bring to mind a visual image of the person, and with that in mind, extend loving kindness to each one of them. And see by doing so whether we are able to expand the scope of our loving kindness, able to mentally, in this way, touch the different people in our life, our family, our loved ones, our friends, our acquaintances, people that we know and maybe not so well, but nonetheless, to each one of them extend loving kindness. May you live in safety. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Coming back to the person you are radiating loving kindness towards, put aside the different thoughts or memories or concerns that might be distracting your attention. By being kind to oneself, simply return the attention to the visual image of whoever you're attending to. And from the bottom of our heart, sincerely offer the phrases of loving kindness. May you live in safety. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. So coming back to the different people, they're radiating loving kindness to us by asking you to spend less time, but quality time with each one of them. See if we can cherish that brief contact with each one of them in this meditation. And nonetheless, sincerely, attentively, we offer those few simple phrases, extending our loving concern, our loving thoughts towards each one of them. May you live in safety. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And then finally, for the last part of the meditation, I invite you to greatly expand the scope of loving kindness. See if you can take into consideration each and every human beings on this world, or if you like, you can even include all sentient beings, and extend the phrases of loving kindness to encompass each and every one of them. May all sentient beings live in safety. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoy your own meditation, and wish you have a good week ahead, and hope to see you back here next week. So have a good evening.